I didn't wipe the camera because I was a little confused as to do it when I plugged the camera into the computer. Whatever. Morning, morning. The max capacity of the camera has gone down to like 3 hours 5 minutes from 3 hours 29 minutes because, well, camera stuff, it keeps a very small track of all the files that it creates, at least videos. So there's like, for every video, there's a proportionally smaller. If it's a short video, it's a short file. If it's a long video, it's a long file. Anyways, and it keeps track of those so that when I delete a file, it has a file table for it. It's not quite a file table. Anyways, it's so it can create a backup. And now that we're rocking up into like the 700s of number of files, because videotaping games is a lot of separate little files. Not a problem, needs to be that way. Otherwise I'm gonna have to be sitting there watching. If it allows for, like what happened with the video the other day, one file got corrupted. Yeah. It was a vlogging file, but if that one long file, the battery could handle it, got corrupted, I'd have no game footage. So it's fine to do it this way, it's just it's a lot of numerical files. And anybody on my Snapchat knows that I was transferring 152 files from this weekend. But anyways, on to geekier things. That's actually pretty geeky. Anyways.
Different kind of geeky.
Back to more fantasy geeky. There is a storyline that is currently going on, or is about to happen. I don't really know, because I don't read comic books, and Aaron doesn't read comic books, so we don't know.
I read a lot of Tumblr, and I have a pretty good idea of what's going on.
Yes. There is going to be no spoilers on this one, because we have more of a philosophical idea about this, rather than specific spoilers. But it's about the Captain America storyline, so you know we're not talking about DC.
Yeah.
But I guess anybody would realize, because... Anyways, so the concept is something that people find way wrong is happening. And I have an idea what it is, but again, I don't really know the ramifications.
So, let's see if I can be kind of general about this. It's taking place in a new comic about an established character, and it is a change to that character's allegiances.
I already said it was Captain America. But yeah.
You didn't?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
And so, I said we were talking about Captain America, so you know it's not DC. Anyways, the concept is, apparently also it's a new comic. I did not know this one.
Yeah, it's happening in Steve Rogers #1.
Which, according to Marvel's sakes, is a separate timeline, separate universe.
Yeah.
You know, it's sort of like...
considering Cap's dead.
Well, yeah, but this is also like going back and rewriting. It's like, why not have an alternate, you know, what's wrong with Bizarro Captain America? You know, anyways, regardless, we're not giving out spoilers. The thing is, one, it's a new comic, chill. Two, even if it's supposed to rewrite the history, you don't know, like I was explaining to someone, it's like a roller coaster. Do you complain about the twists and turns during the 90-second ride and like, I don't like this loop? I mean, this is a really bad loop and you're about ready to barf, but you may think that momentarily at the time. But when you get to the end, you're probably like, okay, that was a really bad ride. I did not like that ride. Usually the sling... Yeah, or usually the slingshot ones are the people ones who are just like, nope, not ever doing that, nope, 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 not ever doing that again. But even the roller coasters where I've been like, no, God, and then I get off, I'm like, all right, I need to go pee. We're getting back in line. As Aaron's read a lot of books, and over recently he's watched a lot of TV, but I've watched significantly more TV than he has. But the same thing is, it's a serial story. There have been some terrible things that have happened. And I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. And then I finally realized that like Talia's going off in Schizo in Babylon 5 was not about Babylon 5. Well, it was more or less about the actress and the producers, not the story. So that way I made sense, even though it was sort of like, she got like shafted and then kicked off the station real fast. But we're watching all the way up until the end of Farscape, and then like, seriously, last minute, thing comes out of nowhere and turns John and Aaron to stone, and they shatter in the boat right as he proposes marriage. And that's the thing, is I've seen a lot of people, at least on Facebook this morning, because I don't usually browse Tumblr, at least in the morning, but I can imagine even on Tumblr, they're going to be going nuts and like, this is saga, blah, blah. I'm like, just chill.
This morning I scrolled through probably 12 really long wall of text posts about this.
And it's like, I
get where they're coming from.
Well, yeah.
But we don't know the whole story.
Yeah.
And they're making assumptions based on, one, leaked piece of information before the story was published.
Exactly. Like, there may not, there may not even be shit in... There may be stuff in the comic that completely negates it, but this was one leaked piece of information.
And I saw the leaked panel.
It was a panel.
It's a single panel.
Like, not like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, where they have like a page. This is one box.
Yeah.
See, I don't know much about this, but because I don't, like I said, I wasn't on the Tumblr and I don't follow a lot of people that do this, and anyway, so I'm starting to realize exactly that people are taking...
I don't think they're taking it out of context.
No, they're not taking it out of context, but they're making, fucking Mount Hood out of a sugary gumdrop, it seems like. Not even a molehill, which is made of dirt. It seems like they may be taking something that might look like a slight bump and turning it into a volcano.
Yeah. It's probably not as bad as they think. Just like Thor being the title of Thor being handed over to a woman wasn't as bad as people thought.
Black Captain America, wasn't it?
Yeah. I don't think nearly as many people were upset about that, oddly.
Not in our social group. Can you imagine someone who's incredibly patriotic becoming black in the South?
True.
No offense to those who live in the South. I know there's a couple of you down there that actually comment or talk to me on Facebook, and you don't ascribe. I almost said subscribe. Almost the same. You don't ascribe to those mentalities, but you understand what I'm talking about. There's probably a whole of a lot of people that are like, America, and Captain America, oh, he's black now, oh, that's so bad. Around here, it wasn't a big deal.
Yeah, and the whole give Captain a boyfriend thing. Because he's, like, generic nice guy and stands for the little guy, lots of people think he and Bucky should be a thing.
And I've said this on Facebook, I've said it on Tumblr a couple times, and I said something on Twitter. Why can't guys have normal relationships? This is why guys can't have normal, sensitive relationships. It's because when they do, they get mocked and derided as something completely different.
Yeah, but I gotta go.
I know. But yeah, that's my main complaint about that whole hashtag. I was like, and I ascribed to that before, but it took place more when I got onto the football team. Because I was like, guys need to be guys. I'm not like guys, but it's just like, and then it came even more when I watched that documentary on Netflix, which I'd known about because it came out about 2 years ago, and I've talked about it on this channel before, The Mask You Live In, where it's like guys are so pressured to be masculine that when they start, but they have all these fears and inadequacies inside because of the way society puts on them. And then we have a good bro, sensitive, I'm loyal to my friend, he's loyal to me through thick and thin, no matter how bad things get. We're always going to be there for them, and I will, they come first. That's, while it's love, it's not sexual love, and but people are, and I know it's some of these fan kids that are so, I guess the term is new to the concept of intimate relationships and love, that they polarize it. And in the fact that they are polarizing it so much that they only look at the decision of like, you're either a guy who doesn't ever get emotional with other guys, or you're in a gay relationship. Honestly, there is a long time, even after I came out, way so long ago in 2000, somewhere about 2005, 2006, I started having the thoughts of like, maybe I'm not entirely gay because I just want to have a nice bond with another guy. I don't really want to have sex with another guy, but I just want to be, I want to hold on to one. I want to get a hug. I want to get a handshake. I want to be friendly with a guy. Which, after a fashion, comes down to the point of like, I've never really had a good friend, male friend. I've always had a bunch of female friends, but after so long, I've realized that they're just fag hags. And I've never had the Cap-Bucky relationship. The closest I've actually had is between someone I'm a partner with. And sometimes it seems a little bit worse than that because they're my partner, so they have much more, shall we say, gay tendencies. I don't get to do quote-unquote manly things. And since I've started football, I've been able to be around a bunch of guys where I can do that sort of thing. But this is getting really deep. I'm just gonna sign this one off. We'll probably talk tomorrow. I think I have some stuff to talk about. If you want me to elaborate on this topic, say so in the comments, please. I mean, you can probably message me on Facebook, and that's probably what's going to happen. If you're going to message me on Facebook about this, rather than put it in the comments and, boost the analytics. Anyways, that's complaining. I will chat with you guys tomorrow for one take.